This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land. Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Warhawks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Badgers offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yes, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips, and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. The Warhawks offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job on it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Steps away to find some room. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback, and when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing him.
Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got the quick pass. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Quarterback keeps it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time, conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try it on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Warhawks decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contend this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right back to the well. Fights off a defender.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of hands.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they're not on the same page there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Badger! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
He had a chance to try to run at him, and he's out of bounds, short of the goal line, and the defense makes the stand. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Badgers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So
it's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Hands it off. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. The lead, now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Going up top on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make these so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The give to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out